Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something truly special. Cars that basically refuse to retire. These aren't just vehicles. They're legends that stretched a single generation for decades, staying true to their DNA while the rest of the auto world kept reinventing itself. Some were loved for their simplicity, others for their ruggedness, and a few because they just became cultural icons that no one wanted to let go of. And the best part? Each one tells us a story about why people fall in love with machines that feel alive. So buckle up, play along with my audience questions, and let's check out the 7 cars with the longest single-generation production runs. 1. Land Rover Series/Defender, 1948 to 2016. The Land Rover Defender is one of those cars that almost laughed at the idea of change. Born right after World War II, it was built to be simple, rugged, and fixable in the middle of nowhere. Farmers used it, armies relied on it, explorers trusted it, and mechanics loved it because you didn't need a computer to repair it. Just a hammer, a wrench, and some stubbornness. For almost 68 years, the shape barely shifted. Flat panels, boxy windows, and that ladder frame chassis that could survive anything. Even when safety rules, new engines, and modern comforts got added, it was still instantly recognizable. This wasn't just a car. It was a loyal partner that didn't care about fashion or trends. Audience moment. Raise your hand if you've ever driven a vehicle that felt like it would last longer than you. Would you choose that for adventure or daily life? 2. Volkswagen Beetle, Type 1, 1938 to 2003. Few cars in history are as instantly recognizable as the Beetle. With its round, smiling face, air-cooled engine in the back, and quirky personality, it survived more than 6 decades almost unchanged. Designed originally as an affordable people's car, it went on to become a worldwide icon. In America, it symbolized freedom and rebellion during the 60s, while in Europe and South America it was just the trusty family car that never quit. The genius was in its simplicity, no fancy tech, no confusing design, just a reliable friend on 4 wheels. Mechanics adored it because anyone could learn to fix it, and owners adored it because it had soul. Whether painted with flowers during Woodstock or serving taxi duty in Mexico, the Beetle was more than transportation. Audience interaction. What's the cutest or funniest car nickname you've ever heard? Would you give the Beetle a name? 3. Volkswagen Type 2 Combi/Microbus, 1950 to 2013. If the Beetle was a buddy, the Volkswagen Combi was a full house on wheels. Its boxy, friendly design made it a blank canvas for whatever you needed it to be. A family hauler, a delivery van, a mobile surf shack, or even a rolling concert stage. The core design barely changed for decades, especially in Brazil where production ran until 2013. Inside, it was all about space. Simple benches, flat floors, and endless adaptability. Travelers loved it because it carried memories as easily as luggage, while dreamers saw it as freedom in metal form. Hippies painted flowers on it, companies plastered logos, and campers built tiny homes inside it. Despite decades of modernization in other cars, the Combi stayed true to its cab-forward, cheerful soul. Audience call-out. Be honest. If you had a Combi today, would you turn it into a camper van, a food truck, or just cruise for fun? 4. Mini, Classic Mini, 1959 to 2000. The Classic Mini wasn't just small. It was revolutionary. Sir Alec Isagones designed it to be affordable, fuel-efficient, and perfect for city life. But what shocked the world was how cleverly it used space. With its transverse engine and front-wheel drive, it set the template for nearly every small car that came after. Yet, for over 40 years, the Mini barely changed in its essence. Tiny dimensions, go-kart handling, and a cheeky character. It became a racing legend with Cooper models, yet it was also the humble student's first car. Celebrities drove it, workers drove it, and even royalty couldn't resist its charm. People didn't just own Minis. They bonded with them. And because it was so easy to customize, no 2 Minis looked the same. Audience interaction. Close your eyes for a second when I say Mini. Do you imagine a cute city runabout, a racing car, or just that tiny parking hero? 5. Citroën 2CV, 1948 to 1990. The Citroën 2CV looked more like a cartoon sketch than a serious car, yet it became one of France's greatest icons. Its mission was clear: create a car that could carry 4 farmers and a basket of eggs across a plowed field without breaking a single one. And it delivered. With its soft suspension, lightweight body, and air-cooled 2-cylinder engine, the 2CV was laughably simple, but that was its magic. It wasn't fast, it wasn't fancy, but it was dependable and ridiculously practical. For 42 years it soldiered on, unchanged in spirit, loved by students, workers, and countryside families. It proved that design genius isn't about luxury but about solving real problems with elegance. Its long life came from that honesty. It never tried to be more than it was. Audience engagement. Quick question. If you had to pick one tool to always keep in your car, what would it be? A wrench, duct tape, or maybe just sheer hope? 6. Mercedes-Benz G-Class, 1979, present. The Mercedes G-Class is living proof that a boxy design can age like fine wine. Originally born as a military vehicle, the G-Wagon had one job: survive. Thick panels, body-on-frame construction, and a no-nonsense design made it unstoppable off-road. But then something strange happened. The world's elite fell in love with it too. For decades, Mercedes kept the same basic silhouette: square edges, upright stance, and those iconic clunky doors, while updating everything underneath. One year it was a humble army vehicle, the next it was parked outside mansions as a luxury status symbol. That dual identity kept it relevant for over 4 decades. It became the car that could climb a mountain one day and then cruise rodeo drive the next. Audience shout. If someone handed you the keys to a G-Wagon, would you go off-roading in the wilderness or show it off downtown? 7. Porsche 911, 1964, present. The Porsche 911 is the definition of, if it isn't broken, don't fix it. Since 1964, it has carried the same recipe: rear-mounted flat 6 engine, round headlights, and a shape that's instantly recognizable. Yet somehow, every generation feels modern while still honoring its origins. Some critics thought Porsche would have to abandon the rear-engine layout, but instead, they perfected it year after year, proving that innovation doesn't always mean reinvention. Enthusiasts adore it because driving a 911 feels like tapping into history, while owners appreciate that even a modern one still feels connected to its 1960s roots. The continuity made it more than a car, it became a tradition. It's the reason collectors still prize the old ones while racers push the new ones to extremes. Audience question. Who here has either driven or dreamed of driving a 911? If you had the chance, would you race it on a track or cruise it on the coast? And that's for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Got thoughts, questions, or video ideas? Drop them down in the comments. I read every single one.